this module, we will be talking about decomposition reactions. Decomposition reaction is just the opposite of combination reaction. Here, a compound breaks down into two or more simpler substances. Most decomposition reactions require an input of energy in the form of heat, light, or electricity. We will look into the demonstration of different kinds of decomposition reactions and will learn the chemical equations. As you can see, ferrous sulfate is green in color. On heating, it decomposes to ferric oxide Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide SO2 and sulfur trioxide SO3. Ferric oxide is a solid while sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide are gases. Notice the change in color, and there is also a characteristic smell of burning of sulfur. When a decomposition reaction is carried out by heating, it is called thermal decomposition. Decomposition of calcium carbonate to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide on heating is an important decomposition reaction used in various industries. Calcium oxide is called lime or quicklime. It has many uses. One is in the manufacture of cement. Decomposition of lead nitrate is another example of thermal decomposition. When lead nitrate is heated, you will observe the emission of brown fumes. These fumes are of nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Lead nitrate on heating decomposes to lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Electrolytic decomposition may result when electric current is passed through an aqueous solution of a compound. A good example of electrolytic decomposition is the electrolysis of water. Here, water is decomposed into oxygen and hydrogen due to the passage of electric current through it. From the equation, it is clear that the amount of hydrogen gas released should be twice that of oxygen gas. Decomposition reaction in which the reactant is broken down to its constituents by absorbing energy from photons is called photochemical decomposition. You will see that white silver chloride turns grey in sunlight. This is due to the decomposition of silver chloride into silver and chlorine by light. You can see that the covered area is not decomposed. Silver bromide also behaves in the same way. It gets decomposed to silver and bromine. This reaction is used in black and white photography. We have seen that the decomposition reactions require energy either in the form of heat, light, or electricity for breaking down the reactants. Reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reactions. Reaction between barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride is an example of endothermic reaction. Mix barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride in a beaker. The presence of ammonia can be detected by smell. Observe the drop in temperature, and it is confirmed by the fact that the beaker freezes to the watch glass. Initially, the temperature was 16.2 degree. Notice the temperature now. It's reducing drastically. It's minus 27. Now let's have a quick recap. We saw the thermal decomposition of ferrous sulfate, calcium carbonate, and lead nitrate. And we saw electrolysis of water. Water decomposes to hydrogen and oxygen. And also photochemical decomposition of silver chloride and silver bromide. And we also know that most of the decomposition reactions are endothermic, that is, energy is absorbed. We also know that the reaction between barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride is endothermic reaction. In-text question, a solution of a substance X is used for whitewashing. Name the substance X. We know that calcium oxide is used for whitewashing and the chemical formula is CaO. We know that calcium oxide reacts with water to give calcium hydroxide. Did you notice? During electrolysis of water, the amount of gas collected in both the test tubes is not same. This is because water contains 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. Therefore, the amount of hydrogen and oxygen produced during electrolysis of water is in the ratio 2:1.